Hey guys, what's going on? Eddie here today, and I'm finally back bringing you some more double strategies, but this isn't an ordinary double strategy video. This is actually the beginning of a series I'd like to start on my channel. I don't have a name for it exactly, but basically this is how it's going to work. This is my first video, and this is me showcasing some Pokemon or a team that I made. But the next one will be a Pokemon that you guys, my subscribers or viewers, all of you guys, you tell me in the comments below this video a Pokemon you want me to use or incorporate in a team and actually make it useful. I mean, bring that Pokemon to its full potential and actually make it work on a team. And there's no limit to how many Pokemon you can put down. 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't care. I don't think 5 or 6 would be a good number because that's full teams. So basically, I want you guys to choose a Pokemon or two, tell me in the comments below, and I'll take those Pokemon and I'll try and make them into a useful team that can actually face some of the most common Pokemon in the OU tier. So this team, before I begin, I'd like to say, St. June Park, if you guys, you've probably heard of him by now. He went to World Champions and he completely amazed everybody with his Pachirisu strategy. And you're probably thinking, Pachirisu? Yeah. Pachirisu. He used Pachirisu in the Master Divisions and just completely annihilated the competition. I can't remember if he won or not, so sorry about that, but he still did pretty well. So I'm going to hop into the team builder now and show you what I build, but remember to tell me what Pokemon you guys want me to use in a team and actually make it useful. So this team I made, it's a doubles team, and I have 3 OU Pokemon and 3 NU Pokemon. Starting off, we have our Greninja here. Our Greninja here is not meant to be a special sweeper, physical sweeper. He's supposed to be a setup Pokemon. So Map Lock is very common on Greninja, of course. We have U-Turn, Toxic Spikes, and Spikes. I only have 1 damaging attack on him, so I have 0 EVs anywhere invested in special attack and attack. I maxed out his speed and gave him that jolly nature and split his defenses. You're probably thinking I'm crazy right now because it's a Greninja. He's supposed to be a setup Pokemon. Well, I mean not. Sorry, he's supposed to be an attacker, not some kind of setup Pokemon. Well, it'll make more sense in a minute. Don't think I'm crazy just yet. So this is how it goes. Greninja here goes out on the field with Lilligant, our first NU Pokemon. Lilligant here has access to 2 really amazing moves, Quiver Dance and Teeter Dance. If you guys don't know what they do, Quiver Dance here boosts the user's special attack, special defense, and speed by 1 stage. You're getting 3 stat boosts from 1 move, which is phenomenal. Then you have Teeter Dance, which actually you've probably seen before on Ludicolo, and it confuses all adjacent Pokemon. So this is how I have it set up at the moment. Greninja here goes out with Lilligant. Greninja uses Map Block. Lilligant uses Substitute. So he pretty much gets a guarantee. Well, Lilligant's strictly female, so she gets pretty much a guaranteed substitute as long as the enemy doesn't outspeed Greninja or has priority Talonflame, which is really the only thing I can think of at the moment. So we have these 2 on the field, and Lilligant here is behind its substitute after the first turn. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what next? You're probably just going to use Quiver Dance. You're right, but here's the beauty about using NU Pokemon. Usually people, when you see a Greninja and a Pokemon that you've hardly ever seen or probably never seen in doubles, you're going to go for the Pokemon that you know can actually do a lot of damage to your team. And that's actually what has been happening to me, as to where people have been strictly attacking my Greninja, completely disregarding my Lilligant that's setting up Quiver Dance behind a substitute. So it's not until 2 or 3 times that I've used Quiver Dance that they realized they have to kill this thing. They have to get it away from its substitute and then take it out. So basically Lilligant here is getting a couple Quiver Dances up. And Greninja, he's setting up spikes while taking a couple hits left and right. And also, I have U-Turn on him, which is his only damaging attack for 2 reasons. One, say they have a Rapid Spinner, You use U-turn, bring him back, and then send out your next Pokemon, and say they bring the Rapid Spinner out later on to get rid of your spikes and toxic spikes. Just when that Rapid Spinner's gone, send him out, get some more spikes, because they really have probably tried to prevent a Pokemon from getting toxic really hard. Sorry if that doesn't make sense. I'm kind of talking a little fast paced. So, Greninja, he can go or stay for a while, but as soon as he gets that map lock up, he's done his job. And I highly doubt anyone's going to hit a Lilligant twice the first turn. They're going to go for the almighty Greninja. So then, once Greninja has done his job and he comes back or he faints, you send out our next NU Pokemon, Grumpig. I've always wanted to use Grumpig because he's a really cool Pokemon. I like him a lot. Just he's never had that true potential until now that I've actually looked into him a little more. So, Lilligant here has 1, 2, 3 Quiver Dances up, and Grumpig, you send him out next to Lilligant, and he has access to Psych Up. If you guys don't know, Psych Up is one of my favorite moves, and it copies the target's current stat changes. So, all those Quiver Dances that Lilligant just got, Grumpig can get too. And Grumpig has some bulk behind him. I mean, his defense is pretty mediocre when it comes to it at base 65, but that's why I maxed out his EVs in defense and gave him that bold nature. And then his EV spread, it's kind of out at the moment, but it's just how I like it, because I like an all-around Pokemon instead of just go 252 here, 252 here, add 4, and then call the Pokemon. I don't like that, really. So, Grumpig here is going to get his speed, special defense, and special attack upped, which is just going to set him up to sweep, along with Lilligant here, who's just going to Giga Drain and keep getting its health back from the opponent. And Grumpig, his moveset, say a Lilligant here didn't get as many Quiver Dances as you wanted. Charge Beam is going to give you even higher special attack, and it even gives you coverage. Because say they have a flying type on their team, Grumpig is going to have up speed, and it's because he has Charge Beam, he's going to be taking out any flying types, saving Lilligant. So, and I also have Confuse Ray on him. Don't run Confuse Ray. That was a mistake of mine because I forgot Lilligant here is running Teeter Dance, so that can be replaced with any move you want. Maybe a move that will up his defense even farther, or even a healing move. I think he only gets rest, so I'm unsure about a healing move, but he can also get access to Power Gem, which is even more coverage. I mean, not specifically for him. Wait, yeah, it is actually. It can kill off bugs, and it can also kill off bugs for Lilligant, so that's pretty cool. Psych Up, of course, then Psyshock, because people are going to be expecting a send out a defensive Pokemon against 2 special attackers, but Psyshock here's got you covered. Then onto our next NU Pokemon, Ninetales. I'm going to be honest, Ninetales is strictly for Drought, because Lilligant has Chlorophyll, so its speed will be doubled, which is really great along with those Quiver Dances. This is just so, I mean, even though you have Quiver Dances up, you're still going to outspeed a lot more things, like say Ninjax or Crobat. You're going to outspeed those now because of Chlorophyll. So, I don't know. I've been told I should run a Mega Charizard Y on this, but Charizard Y doesn't get it up like the same turn he comes out. Wait, what am I saying? Basically, I'm unsure of this. Tell me in the comments below if I'm wrong on this, but when Charizard Y Mega evolves, the speed doesn't kick in until the next turn for Lilligant. But when Ninetales come out and automatically has Drought, it kicks in the next turn for Lilligant. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know how Chlorophyll exactly works. The only thing I really know that works about speed in general is that when a Pokemon Mega evolves, it's not until the next turn. I wonder if it's kind of like the same concept for Pokemon with Chlorophyll. So tell me that in the comments below. I'm unsure at the moment, but going back to the strategy, Ninetales, of course, only used for Drought, but doesn't have to be that way. You see, how you can run it is instead of running a Heat Rock on it, extending the Sun you can actually run a Lumberry. And now you have options on who you can send out first turn with Lilligant. You can double its speed and guarantee a Quiver Dance before anything on the field, unless they have priority, of course. Or get a substitute up. So it leaves you with options against what kind of Pokemon you're facing. So you can go Lilligant and Ninetales or Lilligant and Greninja, then just of course swap out to Grumpig when Lilligant's got a Quiver Dance or two up. So, let me go over Ninetales moves real quick. Solar Beam, of course, because of Drought. Calm Mind, so maybe stay in for a couple turns if it's needed because of type coverage and whatnot. Then Flamethrower, of course, because special attack, and Pain Split, which is pretty good. So it's gonna take down any Pokemon that has had its defenses raised, maybe like a Clefable, for example. And yeah, the EV spread isn't much to really look at. I'm telling you, Ninetales is only for Drought, mainly. Then our last two members, Clefable and Pinsir. These two Pokemon aren't really part of the team. You can swap those out for any Pokemon you want, really. And you can even improve on the strategy with it. Maybe throw in a couple other Pokemon that you want. Maybe tie it in with Psych Up, with Lilligant, or do whatever. So that pretty much concludes the strategy. If you guys don't believe me at this point, at the end of the video I'm going to be showing you a battle. I won't be commentating on it, so you don't have to listen to my voice anymore, so good for you guys. But yeah, that pretty much concludes everything for this team. So I'm going to play the battle, but I'm going to say goodbye to you guys now, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the strategy, make sure to click like, and don't forget, tell me what Pokemon you guys want me to take and put it into a singles and a double strategy for you guys. So make sure to comment on that. So here comes the battle, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.